Welcome to Gong Interval Yoga and to this 15-minute Reboot Yoga, which is exactly what it is, as well as being great if you're a runner because we're going to target all those running muscles in the legs, glutes and lower back. Let's get started. We're beginning with some gentle dynamic moves to warm the body. So swinging around from side to side, twisting the body, fluid movement, and then open your legs a little bit more and let your feet go with the movement, twisting around and lifting your heel. Then dropping your arms up and down, getting the rotator cuffs warmed up in your arms, dropping them. Feet are hip width apart and we're just going to come up and down on our toes while squatting. So squat down and lift up on our toes. It's only a tiny squat, lifting up on our toes again. Warming up the feet and all of those little joints in there. Keep going. Getting our knees into action here. One more time. Cross one foot behind. Lift your arms in the air. Clasping your hands, lean to one side. So we're stretching out the side body now. Staying in this position and breathing. And then bring that front arm across the body. Stretching the outside of that arm. Just there. And let's go to the other side. Bring the other leg behind, arms up, hands clasped, and leaning over to the side. Breathing into the side body. Keeping your shoulders back in this position. And then bring that arm across the front of the body. Opening up the muscles in the arm and the outside of the shoulder here. Legs are a little bit wider apart now. We're going to go into a squat and we're going to reach our hand down to the opposite knee down the center of the body. Going up and down, bending into the squat gently and coming slightly back out. Hand towards the opposite knee. Getting into the spine here. The thigh muscles warming up. Twisting gently. Hands in prayer position. Ease yourself down into that squat now. We're going to hold this squat. Your body is warmed up and we're ready to hold a static asana. So go to where you feel you can go today. If you need to come back up higher, do that, or come out of the squat and go back in. You're going to feel your thigh muscles really engaging here. Strength. Coming to one side, bending down on one knee. And then turning into a lunge. And we're going to move from one of these lunges to the side. And then lunge to the front. Try and keep your knee over your ankle in that position. Back over. And then into your front lunge. Once again. And finishing here in our front lunge. We're going to stay here. Knee is over the ankle. Coming up into our traditional lunge position. hands on the knee, push your chest back, shoulder blades going down the back. If you like, you can raise your arms into the air here, tilting slightly backwards. Feel the lovely stretch in your hip flexor here, opening the whole body and breathing. Coming up now into a high lunge, prayer position with your hands. Dip down and then twist around. So bending into that high lunge, twist around over the bent leg and keep going. Dynamic moves are wonderful for the joints and mobility of the whole body. Bending those knees, twisting around and back out. I'm going to hold this high lunge now. One arm out in front, lift it to the ceiling and bring it over the back leg. Then lift the other arm up on a diagonal. If the other hand doesn't reach the back of that leg, that's fine. Just go to where you can get to. This is a strength move, so don't forget to breathe. Well done. Coming back into our squat here. Get into a comfortable position and put your hands behind your head, leaning to one side and then to the other. You're going to get into your oblique muscles here and of course working the legs at the same time. Be careful not to curve forward to keep your back up straight, your shoulders back. You're leaning to the side. Keep going. We are really moving into action here. Doing all of that sequence on the other side now. So your front lunge will be the opposite leg to the one you've done. Side lunge, forward lunge, knee over ankle, and then come straight back out. Bending across, opening up the inside of your thigh there. Forward lunge and back around. Great mobility here for your back too. Forward lunge. Last time. And back into our forward lunge. Just check that your knee is aligned with your ankle. Wiggle into it a bit there. Get your hands up on your knee if you can. And stay right there if that's enough for you. Just tilting slightly backwards, opening your chest in this position. Drop your shoulder blades down and then raise your arms if you'd like to try this into the air. Breathing. Almost there. Gong bringing us out. Come up now onto your high lunge. Hands in prayer position. Repeating again, dipping and twisting over that bent leg. Dipping down and twisting over that bent leg. Keep going. Building stamina. Great. So let's lift up the arm that's on the bent leg and bring it to the back and see if you can reach the back of your thigh. If not, just get to where you get to. Lift the other arm into the air at a diagonal and then hold this position. Breathing strength into your body. Gong bringing us out. So coming to the front of your mat, we're going to do a forward bend. Keep your knees slightly bent. This is going to allow you to stretch out your lower back more gently, especially if your hamstrings are tight. So drop down into that forward bend, drop your head, relax into it. And bring your feet now back into downward dog. Easing yourself into this, heels going towards the floor. Lift that pelvis right into the air. Lengthen the back, drop your head. Loosening out the neck a little. And the gong bringing us out. Let's go back into a child's pose. So just resting your head on the mat, the arms are just dropped behind you and letting it all go. Taking a well-deserved pause here. Relaxing into it. A few more seconds. Coming up onto all fours. Into downward dog just for a second. We're going to bend one of our legs into the inside and then lift it high into the air. So bend that leg again, bring it to the other elbow and then high into the air. Going to feel your abs working in this position, knee to elbow, and lifting that leg up in the air. One more time, knee to elbow and lifting the leg high into the air. Now bringing that leg underneath and just drop down onto the ground. And then when you're on the ground, twist around back to the front of the mat. You're getting a lovely stretch down the outside of that hip that's on the ground and a slight twist into the back and breathing. Come down onto your forearms just for a second and then open up to the side there, come up to sitting, and that inside leg, the one that was on the floor, is going to be bent and we're going to go into a side stretch over the long leg. So if you can grab your foot, you can do that. Otherwise, keep your hand on your shin or your knee or wherever you get to. Then open up the other arm on the diagonal so that you're opening up the shoulders. Bring those shoulder blades together at the back. Keep your neck loose. So before we go to the other side, we're going to do a downward dog in the middle to even out our hips. So pushing into this downward dog, heels going towards the floor. Don't worry if they don't reach the floor. Loosen out your neck, lengthen your back. Turn your inner thigh muscles slightly towards each other. Make sure that weight is evenly spread in your fingers and enjoy. Gong bringing us out. We're going to do everything on the other side now. So the other leg is going to go underneath and go towards the elbow and lift straight in the air. So knee towards the opposite elbow and lift that leg straight in the air. Keep going, engage your abdominals, lift that leg straight in the air. Back down and kick it behind as high as you can go. One more time. Great. Now we're going to bring that leg underneath like we did on the other side. Drop down onto that hip. And then twist around to the front of the mat. It's like you're in an upward dog, but with the legs in a different position. Getting to different muscle groups here. Opening up the body. Come down on your forearms just for a second. And then let's do our side stretch. So bring that leg that was underneath into a bent position. Then lean over the long leg. Grab your toes or your foot if you can, otherwise it could be your ankle or anywhere on your leg. You're opening up the side body, so be careful here that you don't go into a forward bend. Keep your shoulders open, this will help you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together at the back. Breathe into it. Two feet together in butterfly. Your knees can be at any height here. Now twisting over here, we're going to bring the opposite hand to the opposite knee. Like we did in our squat earlier. And then just be careful with this move not to overstretch the shoulder here. You take it at your pace. We're bending to the front as we do this and over to the side. And now our forward fold. If you'd like to come down over a cushion, grab a cushion. Wiggle into it, lengthen out the back, crawl out those hands. Stay right there if that's enough for you today. Or drop down the head when you've stretched as far as you can go. One fist on top of the other, you can lean your forehead down. Breathing out. Onto our backs. Put that foot on top of the other leg. Keep that knee bent and then pull your knee towards your chest, or you can put your hands on the back of your thigh there. We're stretching out the glute muscles now after doing a lot of toning in this practice. Strength and flexibility we get in yoga. Holding just another second. And out. Now put the other foot on top of the knee with the bent leg. Thread your hands through and grab the back of that thigh and pull that leg towards you, either at the knee or at the back of the thigh. Push your heels out, both heels out, and this will give you a further stretch into your glute. Glute stretch is also really important if you sit a lot, which a lot of us do. All done. That was a great active practice. Now we're going to go into our relaxing Savasana and absorb that wonderful movement you have done. Dropping into the mat. Relaxing the whole body. Release any tension you feel. Stay here if you can for another 30 seconds. One hand on the heart, and the other on the stomach. Let's just take a second to observe our breath. See where it is and don't change it. And then let go that image and let go everything. If you can stay there for longer and really relax for a few minutes. But if you need to get on with your day, come up with me and close the practice. Hands on your heart, drop your shoulders. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank you for joining me in Gong Interval Yoga. Please subscribe and like if you'd like to see more videos. Namaste.